What's up, you guys, and welcome to the video. So this is actually the first proper video in our new apartment here in Arizona, and it's been a really good couple of weeks. Now, a lot has happened and there's a lot to be announced here in the coming weeks. Maddie's got something exciting that she's gonna be announcing in her video coming up soon. I have big announcements coming up that I'm gonna be making soon, but I wanna start the video off with a leg workout. Yes, you heard that right, a leg workout. I feel like I haven't posted a leg workout in such a long time because I've just been so focused on like running and things like that, but this kind of goes hand in hand with one of the announcements I'm going to be making soon, and that is I have quit running. Now, details to come, but let's get straight into this workout. All right, you guys, so this leg workout, it was a good one. Honestly, like, it felt good to be lifting my legs again with the purpose of growing them. And before, I wasn't really lifting my legs for a few reasons. For one, it's not really my goal to grow them based on, you know, any of my long-term goals to compete in men's physique again, to run a half and full marathon. Like, none of that needs me to have big muscular legs, and I don't really care about them anyway. I'm not trying to impress other guys at the gym with my big quads or whatever. So I did take kind of a break from training them, mostly just keeping them athletic, and I was running a lot. In the past I was doing like HIIT workouts, so I was training my legs, I just wasn't like training my legs, you know what I mean? But all right, guys, so we started this workout with Smith machine squats. If you don't do these guys, you absolutely should. I understand if you're like a power lifter and you need to do actual squats, then go ahead and do actual squats. But if you're a bodybuilder trying to build muscle, you want to get on the Smith machine, you want to lighten the load, and then you want to step your feet about a foot in front of you, maybe like 8 inches or so, and then go as deep as you can see here. And you're gonna feel so much more stress and focus on your quads, more so than just a regular squat. And you're not gonna add any of that, like, I guess, systemic fatigue that comes from squatting too, from just like loading your back with so much weight and then having to like brace your core and like use every fiber of your entire body to get the weight up. This kind of eliminates that, and it just helps you be able to focus on your quads. So an excellent exercise for your legs. After that, I went to do a belt squat. Now, I realized that not every gym has these, but if your gym does, then mad respect to that gym, because these things are awesome and I think every gym should start getting them. I do have to use my hands just for like balance and support. I'm not actually pushing up the weight with my arms, but this helps me again, focus on like the squatting movement and focusing on my legs without that systemic fatigue and just having to like brace my core so much. So I'm going as low as I can here. And also the weight slightly pulls your hips forward, which I find helps me, you know, track my knees over my toes and then get an additional stretch in especially my vastus medialis, which is really important for me. So after that, I did a little bit of a superset. So this is a reverse hyper machine, and I'm actually not using any weight here. This is kind of, for me, like a pre-exhaust before I go into the next movement, but this is another amazing exercise. And a lot of gyms, like powerlifting specifically, will have similar machines. So be on the lookout for that. But after I do the reverse hypers, I hop straight onto the booty builder. Now, this is one of my favorite all-time leg machines. It's a great variation to like a hip thrust, because then you don't have to worry about like loading a bar or like hurting your hips or anything. It uses like a padded seat belt and it doesn't hurt my hips at all. And then it's obviously just plate loaded, so it's just a lot easier of a setup, and I love it. So I was supersetting these two movements, going, you know, decently heavy. There's a 25s on the booty builder as well, under those 45, so it is like decently heavy for me, especially because I did like 4 sets of them. And then after that, I was doing a superset again with hamstrings and quads. This is something that I do pretty regularly, honestly, just to save time, but I'll superset a prone hamstring curl. I'll go nice and slow, full range of motion. I'm not cheating my reps here or anything. I go until the pad gets close to hitting my butt, and I go all the way down, so it's like my leg's pretty much straight. And yeah, basically I superset that with a quad extension. And I've talked about this before, but I do go a bit lighter on the quad extensions, but then I pause at the top, which I think a lot of people need to start doing. I'm not here to like, you know, win ego points or like show off how much I can do leg extensions. Like some guys will do like the whole stack. I literally don't know how you do that, but I also don't know like how you feel your quads working from doing that either. So yeah, go nice and slow and controlled. And then after that, I actually did do a straight leg deadlift with dumbbells, but I didn't film that. So that was my leg workout. And my whole goal with like my leg training right now is to think long-term with my personal goals. So men's physique and running, like that's what I'm focused on right now. And now I did say that I quit running. I'm gonna explain this in a little bit because I have a big announcement. I'm just not quite ready to announce it quite yet because there's still a few moving bits I need to figure out. So, but this leg workout really just fits in with my goals. I want to grow my booty and my quads specifically. My quads because I want them to fill out my board shorts a little bit more on stage with men's physique. No, in men's physique, they're not judging your legs, but I still think subliminally, like the judges will notice if someone has built legs or not, and kind of like subconsciously they'll kind of correlate that with like working harder and having better genetics and being just like a better all-around bodybuilder. So I think kind of like subconsciously the judges will see that, and then it'll just create like a better image for you overall. So I do want to fill out my board shorts a little bit more, and because I have like, I've talked about this before too, I have a really high quad insertion on my vastus lateralis, and so my legs look really weird in shorts essentially, but I'm trying to combat that by growing my vastus medialis, which is like your teardrop. And so if I can grow that, I think my legs will look pretty developed and fill out the board shorts pretty well. And then I just want to grow my booty because that's just, I see it as like a long-term investment. Like my booty's probably like my weakest body part on my body, to be honest. And so I guess it's just as a way to like become a better athlete, a better runner, and honestly just like keep my wife around. It's just a good long-term investment to work on that. So that's what my thought process is going into this. We got Bay. She's actually announcing something big on YouTube right now. She's editing up her video, so make sure to check out her channel and her video. Lazy Daisy right here, just chilling. But
My
I think
announcement's cooler than his.
Is it?
Yeah.
I haven't told him what mine is yet.
I know.
That's the one thing I will say is that I can't announce it yet because there's too many logistics up in the air right now. Too many moving bits that I haven't quite figured out, so I'm not ready. But hers is really cool, so go check it out. Anyway, guys, I think it's time for breakfast. Bottoms up. For breakfast, I was actually gonna have like eggs and like some ham and all that stuff, and then it hit me that my heart actually just really wanted protein pancakes. So we're having protein pancakes today. And as usual, we're gonna use the BPN protein. I was just having the BPN greens. You know I'm a big BPN guy. No, I'm not affiliated with them. Yes, they've shut me down several times to be in their ambassador program, but I still love them because they're simply just like the best that I've tried. And especially for protein pancakes, I've said this a million times, but you want a protein that is part whey, part casein, because the casein blend that something like BPN protein has just makes it fluffier, makes it smoother, makes it taste better. And when you use just whey protein, it's really flat and gross, so don't do that. I am gonna add a little cinnamon, I think, to these pancakes because I think that'll, I don't know, that'll make it taste good. And it sounds good right now. So throw a little bit of cinnamon in there, you know what I mean? And then these protein pancakes will have about 40 grams of protein. I'll double check the macros, but about 40 grams of protein. So for me, that's like what I'm looking for. Before I go to the gym, I want a solid protein feed. I am at 200 grams of protein every single day. So if I put that off, I will not hit 200 grams of protein by the end of the day. I'll be finishing off the night by having like 14 ounces of chicken, and I'd rather not do that. All right, so this is the dry mix right here. Just mixing in that cinnamon. Gonna add water and then cook these up. All right, guys, so back from the gym. It's been another great day, and I just wanted to end the video by essentially saying the reason why I've stopped running is because I have another goal that has to take priority right now. And I've had a master plan for a while now, and I had a goal that I'm going to be working towards here very soon that began to conflict with my goal to run a half marathon. Now, let me say this right away though. I still want to run a half marathon. I still want to run a full marathon, but I think I'm just gonna have to wait a little bit. My goal is to get those done before the end of the year. I got a little bit ambitious and wanted to knock out the half marathon before I did this next goal. And unfortunately, I just couldn't handle it, to be honest. My body just weighs too much right now, so my joints really couldn't handle the volume of running. And I tried to accelerate my volume a little too aggressively, and I was just hoping for the best. I was hoping that I'd be able to handle it and get the goal done anyway before I had to move on to my next goal, and I just couldn't, which is fine. I kind of like knew that that was a possibility because I was being so aggressive with like the progression of my running, but it's okay. I'm just gonna have to take a step back and focus on this next goal, and I hope to be able to tell you guys all the details on this goal as soon as I figure out a little bit more of the details, but it is going to be insane, and I'm like very, very excited. So yeah, guys, it wasn't easy for me to just quit the running. It's not easy for me to quit anything, but I just remind myself that I'm not necessarily quitting. I'm just taking a necessary break so that I can focus on this new goal that honestly is more important to me, and it's actually a lot cooler and harder anyway. So I'm very excited, but there's a lot to come. So guys, if you would hit that like button, I'm gonna end the video here, and then I'm hopefully gonna be able to tell you guys everything soon. So fingers crossed. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out.